All right, guys, I know you guys are ready to send some holiday cheer with a lovely and festive cake pop, so let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a 1 and 1 cup of flour. So we're just going to measure it out here. To make it extra flavorful, I'm going to use a white cake mix, and we're just going to need 1 cup of this. Next up, we're going to take a 1/2 cup of sugar. Next up, let's take an 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and add some vanilla. As well, it's going to be a 1/8 teaspoon. Now it's time for our wet ingredients. I already have melted down a 1/2 cup of butter, which is just 1 stick. So I'm going to go ahead and just add that in. If your butter isn't at room temperature, I do recommend putting it in the microwave for about 10 to 20 seconds. Next up, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of milk. The key to this recipe in making everything smell and taste awesome is our peppermint extract. And we're going to take 2 teaspoons of our peppermint extract. So here's another thing for you. I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. I actually have some baking decorating gel. And I actually prefer using baking decorating gel inside my batter because you actually get a richer color than using food dye. So I recommend that to you, and I actually want to use a little bit of this in our mixture to give it a really cool peppermint red look. It's always fun to color your batter as a surprise when you bite into it. It's a different color than on the outside, and that's pretty cool. All right, guys, so we have reached our batter is fully mixed, and it's time to turn this batter into cake pops. I have my container here already lined with parchment paper, so I'm just going to go ahead, grab a little bit of our batter, and turn it into a ball form. Okay, so these guys are ready to go in the fridge, and I'm going to pop them in there for about an hour, and then it's time to decorate. So I'll see you after that. Welcome back. All right, so I have a little bit of my candy melts. I just melted them down real quick in the microwave. Took about 30 seconds or so. And I have some popsicle sticks, and I have our peppermint flavored delicious cake balls, and I'm just going to go ahead and dip it right in. Now don't worry about it. I'm using white, which I may not end up using as the full coating, but don't worry about that. We're just using this as the glue. We can always go over it later. And this really helps it bind together to become one cake ball. Okay, so now I'm done applying our sticks to our cake balls, and guess what? We're gonna put these in our freezer again for about 10 minutes. Hey guys, and welcome back to our peppermint cake pop recipe. And as you guys can see, this is fresh out of the freezer, and I'm ready to decorate. Today I'm just gonna use our vanilla chocolate coating. The candy melts, of course you guys can use any type of chocolate you'd like, but this is what I'm using today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and twirl it right inside. And of course you can use your spoon to kind of guide it along if you need to. Around the holiday season, you may notice peppermint is pretty much everywhere in your grocery store, and I happen to find peppermint chips in my decoration aisle, so I just go ahead and pick those up, and I thought it'd make a perfect match with our peppermint cake pop. Whew, that smells divine. So this is perfect for any type of holiday party or anytime you feel like having peppermint. I hope you guys enjoy this fragrant and delicious tasting cake pop, and I'll see you for another fun tutorial. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm actually going to show you a little trick on how to get those sticks to stick perfectly in your cake balls and they're never going to fall out. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do that with melted chocolate.